Jerry visited an automated teller machine to pull some cash, only to find his balance had swelled by an inexplicable $750,000. Suspecting a technical error, he entered a random withdrawal amount to see what would happen, and suddenly, the device began vomiting a relentless stream of currency. Banknotes scattered across the pavement as he scrambled to pack his pockets and sprint back to his apartment. His building manager intercepted him at the entrance, grumbling about a massive pile of questionable parcels sent to his address. Jerry handed over the rent and sent her away, but as soon as he flicked the switch inside, he went cold. The entire room was crowded with heavy shipping crates. Driven by curiosity, he pried one open to reveal high-end optics and a tactical sidearm. He also found a precision rifle with armor-piercing ammunition, while another chest held multiple passports, all bearing his own identity. Just then, his phone began to vibrate. A woman's strange voice on the other end commanded him to escape at once. She cautioned that if he remained, he would be indicted for crimes against the state, but Jerry demanded to know the identity of the caller. But suddenly, before he could utter another word, a flashbang shattered the glass, and the apartment was overrun by federal agents. Moments later, he found himself inside a high-security interrogation center. The lead official pressured him for the source of the illicit funds in the arsenal, yet Jerry was completely in the dark. His sole connection was his brother Jesse, a brilliant mind in a restricted military program who had vanished on a covert operation years earlier. The government alleged that Jesse had defected to a violent extremist cell, but the director remained unconvinced of Jerry's innocence. Given the recent surge of bombings throughout the metropolis, they were certain Jerry was hiding vital intelligence. But at that very second, the shadowy figure from the phone call was observing the entire interrogation. The voice even falsified a document from the Department of Justice, granting Jerry permission to contact legal counsel. Seizing the opportunity, he attempted to reach his father, but that same haunting voice cut off the connection. Suddenly, a thunderous blast rocked the entire foundation of the facility. An assault was underway against the headquarters. The voice then ordered him to leap from the window immediately. With federal officers gaining on him, Jerry felt he had no alternative. He sprinted and dove into the void. He raced toward the transit station, where the arrival boards were flickering with urgent instructions for him to board the departing car. Once the locomotive pulled away, an abandoned handset on a nearby chair suddenly started to chime. Jerry answered, and the voice commanded him to exit the carriage at the next stop. Instead, he disconnected the call immediately. He refused to be manipulated any longer. But before he could change his location to evade his watchers, the unknown entity decided to demonstrate the price of his defiance. Suddenly, every mobile device in the train car began ringing in unison. A broadcasted message informed every commuter that Jerry was a dangerous fugitive. Hysteria erupted as the travelers fixed their frightened gazes upon him. And right then, the carriage doors hissed open without a signal. He was left with no choice but to plunge from the speeding train. Subscribe for part 2.